Hello everyone, it's Julie Lefebvre here, founder of the Strong Heart community. All right, okay, so I'm hiding out in my room trying to do this video today. Weird angle, but we will just have to go with it. Okay, so I am going to chat with you guys and give you some tips on how you can thrive through the holidays. So you have said okay, so I polled you guys the other day and I talked about, or I asked you kind of how are you feeling about entering into the holiday season, when it comes to your nutrition. And I'm going to give you 3 tips that I recommend to my clients when it comes to the holidays, how they can continue on, and 3 different choices, 3 different tips, things they can do in order to still enjoy their holiday and still thrive through it. So not totally overindulge and feel like they've gone off track and feel kind of like they're having to start all over. So I want to just share some of the responses that I got from you and kind of talk about that first before I give you the 3 tips. So be sure to stick around because I'm going to give you 3 tips, and these are big ones that are really going to help you get over that fear of entering into the holidays and feel really good going into the holidays and beyond, okay? Getting into now what will be 2021 for us. But here are some of the things you guys said that has you feeling kind of anxious entering into the holiday season. So one of them was emotional eating. You're worried about emotional eating, of all the emotions that are going on right now, especially with changes with restrictions, or it's just it's really heavy time. Can be a very heavy time for a lot of people any year, and this year especially with not being able to see family or just all of the stuff that is going on in the world. So it can be a very emotional time for people, and I want you and I'll talk about each one in a little bit, but make sure, I just want to kind of touch on the pieces that you were saying that you're feeling. So the other one is eating more sweets than usual. Another one was stress about all the food, overeating, stress about feeling bad saying no. This is a big one I'm going to touch on. Feeling like you're going to fall off track, or you're already setting yourself up to fall off track and worried about how am I going to get back on track later? So what I really want to do, and this is why it's really important that this piece is a part of what I teach and I educate women on, and that I teach my clients with my one-on-one coaching, is healing their relationship with food. Because of a lot of these points that you had said to me were a lot of things that where we have just a really negative or a fear when it comes to food. And so we need to heal that in order to help us thrive through the holidays. So a big piece of that has to be our mindset and working on our mindset and the choices that we're making. It is a choice whether you choose to indulge or overindulge, or choosing to eat your emotions, choosing to, overeat. Now, I'm not here to shame anybody if those are the choices you make. That is not what I do, and that's not very productive at all. What I'm here to do is help give you solutions to the struggle. So we really need to help work on our mindset when it comes to food, work on our own personal relationship with food, and heal that so that we can make better, more informed, conscious choices, so that we don't feel like we've totally fallen off track and like, how do I get back on track, right? We want to identify what is going on first. And so let's talk about that mindset. Why are you feeling that way? Why do you feel like you can't say no to food, right? this is a time of year where a lot of people will gift cookies and treats. This is a time of year where there's just more around because maybe you're doing baking with your kids or you're building gingerbread houses. And we have this like fear to say no to it, right? What are people going to think of me? I know for myself, going to family events, which we likely can't do this year, but going to past family events, I always felt guilty, like people were judging me when I would say no to things. And it wasn't about restriction for me, it was that I just didn't want it. So you have to ask yourself, why are you feeling that way? Why do we care what other people think? If you are choosing it because you really just don't want a cookie, then don't have the cookie, and you need to own that and be okay with it. And so I know it's hard. We always worry about judgment from other people, but people are going to judge you whether you eat the cookie or don't eat the cookie. So choose what you want. If you don't want to eat the cookie, don't eat it. If you want to eat the cookie, eat the cookie. But don't put the pressure on someone else. Don't put the blame on someone else. You can take that ownership, and that's where the healing is going to start, when you start to acknowledge what you want. I want this cookie. I'm going to have one. I'm going to honor my body, honor myself by giving myself some soul food because I want one, right? And that's the beauty of macros and flexible dieting. You can have a cookie and you can make it fit your plan. So it's really understanding when you're having those emotional moments where you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed or really high, like your emotions are heightened at this time of year, you have to first acknowledge that you're feeling that way. Then you need to decide, how do I want to deal with these emotions? Am I going to go to the cupboard and am I going to eat through these emotions? Because it's going to feel good in the moment. But what happens after we fuel ourselves with, or feed our emotions with food, is often it comes guilt, right? Then we feel like we've overdone it, we feel like we've failed, and then we just keep going and eating that food. Might as well, I've given up. So we have to understand, feeling that emotion, what can I do? What's another thing I can do to honor that emotion? Can I get on the phone and talk to a friend? Do I need to just go and like shut social media off? Do I need to maybe go and watch my favorite TV show or a Christmas movie, or cuddle with my kids, or take a bath, or take a walk, go outside? What is another way that can help you, heal those emotions, right? What's another way that you can deal with those emotions that is not food related? Now, if you're having a craving for something, emotional eating and cravings are two different things, right? If you're craving something, you can honor that craving and move on. And it's learning how to do that is what I teach. So, another one is like feeling like you're going to overeat. Well, a piece of that is honoring your body and learning to listen to the cues. Am I full? Do I need more food right now? Yes, it's there, but do I need to eat it? No, probably not. I've already fueled my body for what it needs. I would like another cookie and I'm not feeling full. So go and have that other cookie, or, other serving of veggies or potatoes or chicken or whatever stuff, honor it. If you have not satisfied your needs for the day, you can eat more. But you have to look at, do I need this more food? So being aware, this is a big piece, is you have to be aware. Yes, I teach flexible dieting, but it means you don't eat like a jerk, but it means that you are honoring your body by fueling it with highly nutritious foods, and also honoring your body by allowing yourself to no longer restrict and eat the foods that you enjoy. But a big piece of that is overcoming the mindset and the negative relationship you have with food. You have to deal with that first, okay? So, know that these feelings that you're having going into the holidays are super valid, and that is okay. And there is a positive way we can deal with it. So I hope those tips I just shared with you will really help you kind of go into the holidays feeling really good and like you're in control. This is not about having more willpower. That doesn't work. It's about really learning to honor and fuel your body and heal that relationship with food and have a positive mindset around food. And the choices that you're going to make going in. Okay, so now I'm ready to share the 3 tips with you. And after the 3 tips, I have a big announcement for you guys. Big announcement, not announcements. Okay, so 3 things that you can do going into the holidays. And this is the 3 tips that I share with my clients. If you are joining me in January and you have already joined the waitlist and you've signed up for January, you get on a one-on-one call with me and I'll walk you through these 3 steps and do a coaching call with you personally. But the 3 tips are: 1, diet break. So you can take a diet break. What is that? Well, if you are somebody who tracks your macros and your flexible dieting, if you're tracking your macros, take a diet break, a day off from tracking. Christmas Day is a great day to take a diet break. Who cares? We don't need to track our macros every single day, 365. But if we have a specific goal, yes, I do 12 weeks with my clients. We track our macros, but we can also, during that 12 weeks, take a diet break. Christmas Day, it is not going to totally undo everything that you've worked for to have one day where you take a diet break and you don't track. You just enjoy the day. You enjoy the extra bacon, or you enjoy the extra treats, or you don't. But I'll get to that in a little bit. But you just take a day that will help your mind from taking that break from tracking. It'll help your body. And it has shown that people who take diet breaks see just as good as results of people who don't. So why not stop that? Why not take one, right, when you can? So take a diet break. If you want to take a diet break on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day or Christmas Day, take a diet break, and then the next day you just get right back to tracking. Not a big deal, right? You take that diet break, you move on, you just enjoy. No stress or anything and worrying about what you're putting into your body. Because even if, now here I'm going to talk about this because I know this is really important. People are going to get on the scale the next day. If the scale has gone up, I want to tell you, you have not gained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds of fat. It is not fat. It is likely water weight that you have gained, and that can easily come off when we just get right back on track. So don't stress if the scale goes up, because it is not likely that you can gain that much fat over a 24-hour period. Even in a week, you would have to eat an astronomical amount of extra calories in order to gain just 1 pound of fat. So please, if the scale goes up, it is likely water weight, bloat from the extra treats, less water that you've had that day and consumed that day. So just know that that is possible, what's happening. Okay, number 2, calorie cycle. So my clients, they track macros, but with tracking macros, we have a calorie intake that we are looking at, right? Their needs that they need every single day. So let's first say, for example, they have 2,000 calories a day that they are eating. And what they do for a calorie cycle is going on a cycle of having high and low calorie days. So what that would look like is if they're having 2,000 calories a day, for over a week, that would be 14,000 calories, okay? So we look at that 14, and so I might want to decide to have 2 high days, right? We're going to have just 2. So 2 of those days, I make them 2,200 calorie days, okay? So then I take the rest of the calories, I think it's like 9,600 calories, and I would divide it by the other 5 days of the week, which would put me at 1,920 calories. So really, it's not a low. It's not like I'm asking you to go below 1,200 calories, some days, and really, really high other days. But it just gives you a little bit of flexibility to have some extra treats on days like Christmas, or, you know, you're having an event and you eat extra calories that day without the stress, knowing that still during the week, you're having those 1,400 calories. So we can calorie cycle, have a couple of days where we're a little higher. We can enjoy a couple more treats guilt-free because we are fitting it in to our plan. We're not overindulging. You can still have it if it fits your macros. And then those other days you're having a lower calorie days, but it's not so low that it puts you in an extreme deficit. It's not so low that it makes you feel like you're restricted. There's still great days. 80 calories is not a huge like jump down to go with your calories. So than when you would with a regular day if you were eating 2,000 calories a day. 1,920 is not a big deal, not a huge jump. So see how it really doesn't matter daily, it matters over the week, right? And so when we break down those calories that we have for the week into high and low days, it gives you a little bit more flexibility. So 1, you can diet break. 2, you can calorie cycle. 3, my third tip is just stick to your regular regime, your regular protocol that I've given you. Track your macros. Because you're following flexible dieting, you can still have the treats, you make it fit, it's a part of your plan. And it, you know, for a lot of us, like that's often what I've done over the holidays because it just feels good. I don't want to feel bloated or blah or like I've overdone myself or come the new year. Now, you don't have to choose that, but you can still stick to your regular regime and protocol. And that's what I love about macros and flexible dieting is because you can fit those treats in to your daily thing. So you don't feel like you're missing out. I'm not missing out on anything. I can still enjoy the holidays. I can still enjoy the treats and not feel like I'm restricted, like past diets that didn't allow that for that flexibility. So those 3 things are things you can do. Diet break, calorie cycle, or just keep sticking to your macros and flexible dieting. The choice is yours. But regardless of what choice you make, what you choose, 1, 2, or 3, you do not have to justify it to anyone. You do not have to justify your food choices to anyone. The choice is yours. If you decide you want to take a diet break, take a diet break. If you decide you want to calorie cycle, calorie cycle. If you want to stick to it and have to say no to an extra cookie, that is your choice. And those people do not get to say anything to you about that. The choice is yours. So you can say yes to the extra cookie, or you can say no to the extra cookie. That is up to you. You can say yes to the extra serving of dinner or no to the extra serving of dinner. The choice is yours. But I want you to honor that choice. If you decide to take a diet break, take a diet break. Do not think about, your macros on that day. If you decide to calorie cycle and stick to it. If you decide to stick to your plan, stick to it. That's it. But no one gets to tell you that you are right or wrong or that you have to eat cookies over the holidays. If you don't want to, you don't have to. The choice is yours. So you can do these things. You can do those 3 tips and still enjoy your holidays and thrive through it without coming out at the end feeling like, oh my gosh, I did it again this year. I overdid it. I binged all for 2 weeks. I've gained 10 pounds. I feel awful. I have no energy. I feel blah, and then you're not motivated to get started again, because what happens is we often go into some sort of restrictive diet. We try to do a cleanse. We try to detox. We go to look for the, latest fad diet in order to fix the damage of what we've done. You've not damaged anything, first of all. Even if that is what happens come January 2021, even if that is what happens, you have all the intention to do one of the 3 things I told you, and you end up just going and enjoying every snack out there, extra helpings. You do not have to diet, cleanse, or anything afterwards. Just jump back in to moving your body, honoring your body, fueling your body. That is it. Take the pressure off. That 2021 will not be or be the year that you restrict again after the holidays. 2021 will be the year that you ditch the diet for good. 2021 will be the year that you learn to heal your relationship with food. 2021 will be the year that you learn to fuel your body and enjoy the foods you love. You can definitely transform your body to feel and look the way you want it. You don't want abs? I'm not here to, that is not my place. Okay? You want abs? That's not my place either, right? But you can transform your body. You can hit your goals, whatever that is, and still enjoy the holidays and still enjoy the foods you love without having to follow some restrictive diet. Make that your goal for 2021. That is what I want. My mission is to help 75 women in 2021 to ditch the diet, to learn to fuel their body, to learn how to heal their relationship with food, to transform their mind and body while enjoying foods they love. Now, if you would like to be one of those 75 women, the waitlist for January is open. If you sign up in December, you put it down, like if you sign up in December for January, if you decide now that that's how you want your 2021 to be, if you sign up, I have 3 bonuses for you. Okay? So we are going to get on a coaching call before all the holidays, and I'm going to coach you through. We're going to talk mindset. We're going to talk how you're feeling right now. We're going to talk about those 3 tips I just gave you. What are we going to choose? I am going to coach you through that and help you, guide you through that. I am going to give you 4 workouts that you can do at home, strength training workouts that you can do at home or at the gym if the gyms are still open in your area, okay? And you also get a discount on my 12-week coaching for January, but you have to sign up in December. So if you want to be one of those 75 women, I'm going to put the link below, link above. You can click on it. You can fill out, you can join the wait list. And that doesn't claim your spot. We will have to get on a call to see if you are a good fit, if we are a good fit, and then go from there. But if you want to enter 2021 feeling good and energized, and you want 2021 to be the year that you no longer diet, then please join the wait list. I would love to help guide you through that. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's tips. And if you have any questions, or if hopefully you've watched all the way to this end, but I would love to know, in your mind, just hearing those 3 tips, which one are you feeling right now would be the best for you? Diet break, calorie cycle, or just keeping with your regime of like macros and flexible dieting? Post it in the comments below. I'd love to hear which one you feel right now would be the best choice for you. Okay, you guys, have a great rest of your Friday. We are on our final day of 5 days of giveaways, so make sure you go, if you're a part of that, you're going and interacting with that, and we will chat with you soon. Bye.